So these Australian twins thought, hey, you know, it'd be a lot of fun to swim with a shark. So the protection they decided to use was that bird cage.
Seriously?
Sean Harrington put a parrot cage over his head, kind of squeezed in there, jumped into the water with a tiger shark he and his brother had hooked. Well, not surprisingly, that shark lunged at Sean.
Oh.
And he had to use the cage to help fend off the attack.
So the cage was just over his head?
I guess.
What about the rest of his body?
These guys are not the smart. There they are. Well, I guess he squeezed in there somehow.
His feet were in there? Everything?
The deal is, I don't know what that guy's screaming over and over, but one more time. But,
you can understand why this has gone by.
Yeah, there it is. Here's the deal. You don't need as much reinforcement to keep a bird in as a shark out.
True. And you know what? They probably saw like the Discovery Channel and they were like, ooh, those divers use those cages. We should get one of those. And they went with the bird cage instead.
They didn't think that all through,
No,
did they?
they did not. Leave that to the professionals. They're nuts too, but at least they're in a better reinforced cage.
He's still screaming though.
Oh boy, we've been wrapped. But we'll watch this one more time, just for kicks.
Just to hear him go one more time. Thank you.
Screaming like a girl.
Ashley?
She doesn't have it together enough to do the weather. Cut to her.
God, there's this heat wave in Australia, and it's like 100-something degrees, but still, if there's a shark, maybe it's a better idea to stay out of the water. Okay. Oh, deep breath. All right. So for us...
Do you need a minute? Tanya's?
Breathe.
Tanya's not ready.
Inhale. Exhale.
No, she's ready. Can you do the traffic? She needs a moment. We'll just flip-flop.
That's right. I'm ready. That's right. I'm ready. I'm like Jamie. The guy keeps screaming in my ear. Let's do something else. Your first alert traffic is sponsored by the law offices of Michael A. DeMayo. We've got a problem on I-77 southbound. As we look at our overall traffic flow, it's not so bad, but southbound between John Belk and Clanton Road, exit 7 and 9, we do have an accident. Now, South Tryon Street is a great option to avoid this, and things aren't so bad as we head out. As we switch to our DOT camera and check in, and as we see there on I-77 at Clanton Road, traffic is moving along without any problems. Ashley, are you ready for this?
I think so.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we've got a lot of sunshine out across the Carolinas. That is going to change for folks in the high country. Still, even with all that sun we saw today, very chilly temperatures out there. 44 now in Charlotte, also in Lincolnton, 34 right now, Jefferson, and 42 our current temperature in Statesville. Did you catch my breath for a moment? Overnight tonight, those temperatures are going to be dropping well below the freezing mark across the board. We're just not expecting the moisture to line up over the mountains, so that means we're staying dry. But folks in the higher elevations, starting tomorrow, you're likely going to see some snow flurries starting to kick back up. Taking a look now at our Power Doppler network, things are quiet, but we're really starting to work in a lot of cloud cover across the North Carolina high country, and eventually that winter precipitation comes on in here in the form of snow. We're going to stay below freezing from the cloud to the ground, so freezing rain not really going to be a concern for us with this particular system. So as we head into tomorrow, yes, those snow chances do increase. We'll likely see some of that into Saturday or Sunday morning as well. So just be on the lookout for several rounds of potential snowfall coming up over the next few days as we work in several disturbances, mainly in the form of clippers moving through just to the north. So in and out pretty quickly, but we're seeing several moving on through. Now, eventually, as we head into next week, early next week, we do see one work its way on in that may line up with enough moisture to actually bring a little bit in the way of rain chances back to the Carolinas. Coming up next at 5 o'clock, Eric Thompson is going to take a look at that forecast for you. Right now, Jamie Brigida, back to you.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I admire her professionalism.
Well done.
Homegirl pulled it.
No. Carolyn, our director, is now having this fun.
It's having way too much fun.
That's a big shark.
That is a big shark. Hence the don't try to protect yourself in a bird cage.
Yeah. I'd be screaming too.
Look at the fact that he can fit in that cage. That's a whole nother conversation.
These guys are not smart.
Yeah, we'll keep it moving.
Could think of some other words. You may have seen them lurking around your house. They're not